Sup y'all, it's me, it's your boy Asmongold, and today I wanted to show you guys how to get all of the achievements that are in Eye of Aszhara Mythic that are required for Gory of the Legion Hero. Now, the first achievement we're going to be looking at here is called But You Say He's Just a Friend from Warlord Parathresh. It's very straightforward, but it can be kind of difficult to do depending on how much DPS you have. It requires you to not kill any Hate Coil Shellbreakers throughout the entire fight. At the beginning of the fight, Warlord Parathresh summons two. He summons two adds. He summons a Shellbreaker and a Crest Strider. So you want to either CC the Shellbreaker. There are some CCs that work and some CCs that do not work. I know Polymorph I don't think worked for us, but we tried it again later on, and Wyvern Sting did work. And so it doesn't really matter what you do with the Crest Striders. I would recommend to use the Impale that Warlord Parathresh does after he does his charge to kill the Crest Striders, or you could just cleave them down. The only important thing with the Crest Striders is to make sure that they don't cast Restoration, because that heals the boss. Also, the Shellbreakers do make a cast, but it's not very important depending on how much DPS you have. It's called Bellowing Roar. It does damage to everybody in the entire group, and also increases the Shellbreakers damage done in general. And so this is, again, why it makes it so much more of a DPS race. What you guys are seeing right now is the first kill that we did, or first, I guess, a successful attempt on this achievement, and we did on the night of the expansion coming out. And so, or I guess it was like, I was on the 31st, so it was like the night of the 31st, like 1 a.m. on the 31st. So it was basically the first day, and we didn't really have a lot of gear. That's really what I'm trying to get at. We came back later on, and we pretty much killed this without any coordination whatsoever. If you have a strong CC or a hard CC that you can use on the first Shellbreaker, this becomes infinitely easier. The main thing you want to watch out for is making sure that Shellbreakers don't get cleaved down and you keep them away from the group. And so the more DPS you have, the easier the achievement is. That's pretty much all there is to it. Now, a second achievement is called Stay Salty from Lady Hate Coil, and Lady Hate Coil throughout the fight casts an ability called Beckon Storm. Whenever she casts Beckon Storm, she summons 5 different Hate Sea Globules, and the achievement is to kill 11 of the Hate Sea Globules with 1 Curse of the Witch. Now, Curse of the Witch is a debuff that she puts on a random player, and whenever that debuff expires, it does like a burst in a cone in front of the player, and it knocks other people back that got hit by it. And also, if it damages the Hate Sea Globules, it basically deletes them. It kills them in 1 hit. So what you have to do, this is what we opted to do, and this is what I would recommend for you guys to do, is to have another tank or somebody that can kite the globules away on the other side of where you're fighting her. You can't really kite them all the way like around the whole dungeon, because there's like an ability that basically allows you, that prevents you from doing that, for lack of a better. I don't really need to explain that. Just make sure that you don't go around outside the normal area where you fight her. So what I'm doing is I'm cutting the Hate Sea Globules away from the group. That way, also, the Curse of the Witch doesn't accidentally hit them. As you can see, that purple debuff over Trictagon's head right there is the Curse of the Witch, and so you want to make sure that doesn't hit you, or that doesn't hit the adds. Now, as I said before, she summons 5 adds with each set, and so that means that you have to effectively wait for 3 sets of adds. It's very easy to deal with, honestly, as long as you have somebody who's very comfortable and good at kiting. Now, kiting is the hardest job here, because what you have to do is you have to make sure that while you're not taking damage from the globules, they do a good amount of damage, but they're not going to like one-shot you or anything like that. But you want to make sure that you're not standing on one of the sand dunes, and also at the same time that you're not standing in the water whenever she casts the Static Nova. So it's all about positioning and planning, and as long as you can kite these around very easily, and make sure that, as you guys can see right here, I just got the Curse of the Witch, and so I need to make sure that I don't face the adds whenever the Curse of the Witch expires, because that will obviously kill them. So as you can see here, I'm faced away, and then as soon as Static Nova is cast, I move on top of this thing right here, and I'm just trying to take a little bit of damage, and I move back, and I'm moving over here right now so I can get ready to pick up the 3rd set of adds. And as soon as the 3rd set of adds is popped up, I'm going to pick everything up and put it together. And we did have 1 die. It doesn't matter. As long as you have 11, it's fine. And because you just have to do it once. It's not like you have to do this. It's like if you accidentally kill one earlier, it ruins the achievement. And so as you can see, I've gotten all of the adds together, and I'm going to turn around, I think, right here. That might wave one more time. There we go. I stun them so they're all in one place. I stand right in front of the adds with Curse of the Witch, and I just immediately delete them, because, as I said before, Curse of the Witch just kills the globules in 1 shot. So it's very easy to do. Just make sure that you have the adds under control and are away from the group so people don't accidentally kill them. Wait wait for 3 sets of ads, and then use Curse of the Witch and kill them all at the same time. It's pretty easy. The kiting is actually the hardest part because you want to make sure that you're not killing the sand dudes with Focus Lightning, and you're also not getting stunned with Static Nova. Other than that, it's pretty much rinse and repeat, and that's really all there is to it. Obviously, if you have a mistake, if people accidentally kill some, you can wait for the 4th set of ads. It's not really a big deal. And we did this achievement again a couple of days ago because I've been helping some of my friends get the achievements after we did it on like the 1st or 2nd day. So doing this over again, once you have even like the slightest amount of gear, is going to be a complete joke. I'm actually very, very glad they added this achievement into the game, because now every single time I piss somebody off, I can just link them to this achievement once they get mad. So the last achievement here is from the last boss, the Wrath of Aszhara, and I do apologize, guys, about the quality of this video. I had to rip this from my stream because I forgot to turn on the record button. Now, what you have to do here, all of the other ready for rating achievements are very simple, is you have to, and this is no different, all you have to do is do the boss fight right. And so if you're good and you know what you're doing and you're paying attention, you should get this achievement every single time. Basically, there are a number of different things that you want to avoid. As you guys can see, those tidal waves, make sure that you don't hit those. They usually come in a curve, and so make sure that you're watching out for those. Also, there are going to be little clouds that spawn around you, and those clouds turn into tornadoes. And so I'll show you guys whenever one pops up, and there's also those lightning strikes. Make sure you don't get back. There's one of the clouds right there next to me, 2 of them right there next to me. So I'm moving out of that, moving out of Massive Deluge. And again, especially as a DPS or as a healer, this is really no problem. Tanking this and doing it is the hardest thing because obviously you have to stay within melee range of the boss. So anyway, pretty much the strategy for this is just do it right. As you can see, there's another cloud right there. Move away from it. Move away from the tornadoes. Don't be afraid to move all the way around the room. That's not really a big deal. Just move a little bit farther away. And you know, even if the boss melees somebody, like it just killed our demon hunter, it's not really a big deal. Just make sure that you get the achievement. 2 of them spawned right there next to me. I used my heroic leap to get all the way over, and right here you're going to see me get the achievement. First time we did this, I ended up not getting it because I was like really tired. But this time it was really no big deal. Just make sure that you avoid the tidal waves and make sure that you avoid the tornadoes. Now, there are a couple of other things you obviously want to avoid, like the deluges, but that goes with the basic mechanics of the fight. Just do the mechanics of the fight correctly, and you should really have no trouble whatsoever. So anyway, guys, that's how to get all of the achievements required for Glory of the Legion Hero in Eye of Aszhara Mythic. I hope this helped you. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask, but if not, thank you for watching, and like, comment, and subscribe.